Father, I come to you tonight not because I have everything together, but because I finally admit that I don't. I come to you not as someone strong, but as someone tired of pretending to be strong. I come to you not as someone confident, but as someone searching for the pieces I have lost along the way. Lord, my heart feels distant, not from you, but from myself. I feel like I have wandered through my own soul and misplaced the parts that once made sense, the peace, the purpose, the clarity. Tonight, I choose to stop running. I choose to sit in your presence. I choose to be honest about my confusion, my fear, my emptiness. Lead me back to the person you created before life taught me to doubt myself. Lead me back to the voice inside me that used to know your whisper. Lead me back to the identity rooted in your truth, not in the shifting opinions of people, Lord. Heal the places where I broke myself, trying to meet expectations that were never mine to carry. Heal the exhaustion that comes from pleasing everyone except the one who created me. Heal the wounds I buried because I felt I had no time to process them. Heal the disappointment that slowly drained my confidence. Where I lost direction, restore it. Where I lost clarity, bring it back. Where I lost passion, reignite it. Where I lost joy, renew it. Where I lost myself, find me. Father, I surrender the confusion I cannot untangle. I surrender the heaviness I cannot lift. I surrender the questions I cannot answer. I surrender the pieces I cannot put back together. And I place them all, every fragile part, into your hands. The only hands capable of restoring me. Show me the thoughts that are not mine. Show me the fears that do not come from you. Show me the lies that I believed for too long. Show me the habits that quietly stole my identity. Show me the voices I need to silence so I can finally hear yours. Lord, teach me how to breathe again, not with the lungs of someone surviving, but with the soul of someone living. Teach me how to walk again, not with the steps of someone drifting, but with the confidence of someone guided. Teach me how to feel again, not with the numbness of someone overwhelmed, but with the heart of someone healed. Father, remind me that I am more than what I've lost. I am more than what I fear. I am more than my confusion. I am more than the pressures around me. I am more than the versions of myself I have outgrown. I am yours, and because I am yours, I can be found again. There are moments in life when getting lost doesn't feel like wandering down the wrong road. It feels like losing the map inside your own soul. Tonight was one of those moments for me. I didn't realize how heavy the day had become until I found myself standing alone in the dim hallway outside my room. The house was quiet, but my thoughts were not. I could feel something inside me slipping like a thin thread, unraveling quietly, slowly, without any dramatic sound. Earlier, my friends had asked if I was okay, and I said yes, with a smile that felt like it belonged to someone else. I answered messages, completed tasks, nodded through conversations, but none of it felt connected to the person I thought I was. It hit me when I finally closed the door behind me. Not with sudden impact, not like a storm crashing in, but like a soft sinking. A deep exhale escaped before I even knew I was holding my breath. I leaned my forehead against the wooden door and felt tears sting behind my eyes, not because something terrible happened today, but because nothing felt like me anymore. The things that usually grounded me felt distant. My own voice inside felt quiet. The world kept moving, but my spirit felt unsure of where it was supposed to stand. I walked to the window and looked outside. The night sky stretched endlessly, wide and silent, as if it was waiting for me to say something. Anything, but I didn't know what to say. How do you ask for help when you don't even know what part of you is missing? A question formed in the quiet. Why do I feel so lost? And that is when the weight settled fully, not a heavy weight that crushes, but a tender one that finally makes itself known. After being ignored for too long, there is a particular ache that comes from losing your way within yourself. It isn't like losing a job or a relationship or a plan. This kind of lostness is internal, a disconnection from your own clarity, your own direction, your own center. Sometimes the greatest fear is not losing something, but losing yourself. As I sat on the edge of my bed, I tried to trace the feeling back to its roots. Where did it start? Why does my heart feel like a room I can't find the door to? What surfaced were not answers, but layers of fear. Fear of failing, fear of disappointing others, fear of choosing wrong, fear of not being enough, fear that somehow, quietly, slowly, without noticing, I had drifted too far from who I used to be. There were moments lately when I felt like I was watching my own life rather than living it, making decisions out of pressure instead of conviction, forcing myself to appear strong when I was tired, trying to keep up with expectations I never agreed to carry, and pretending to be okay because I didn't want to burden anyone. And beneath all of that, there was a quieter fear. What if I never find my way back? This kind of fear is not loud. It hums beneath the surface, whispering doubts in the moments when everything else grows silent. It shows up in the questions that feel too big, too heavy, too undefined. Who am I becoming? What am I running from? What am I searching for? Why does everything feel unclear? These questions don't come from weakness. They come from a soul craving realignment, a spirit longing for home, a heart quietly reaching out from beneath the noise. Tonight, my prayer begins from that very place. Not a place of confidence, but a place of confusion. Not a place of certainty, but a place of honest longing. And maybe that's exactly where God meets us most deeply, in the stillness of that moment. I remembered something. A heart that feels lost is not a failing heart. It is simply a heart searching for truth again. The lostness we fear is often the doorway through which God gently leads us back to the center of who we are meant to be. Maybe the path back to myself doesn't begin with knowing all the answers. Maybe it begins with admitting that I don't. Maybe clarity doesn't arrive like lightning. Maybe it arrives like dawn. Slowly, softly, quietly. I closed my eyes and breathed deeply. There was a subtle shift inside, a tender awareness that God was already here, waiting, not rushing me, not disappointed, not demanding immediate strength, just present, just loving, just guiding. And in that gentle presence, something loosened within me, the knot of fear, the tightness in my chest, the weight in my ribs. Not gone, but softer. Not solved, but held. I realized that being lost is not the end of the story. It is just the valley before rediscovery, the pause before direction, the unraveling before rebuilding, and perhaps the God who created my heart knows exactly how to lead it back home. Father, I come to you not with confidence, but with honesty. Not with certainty, but with longing. I come as someone who feels like they've wandered far from themselves, far from clarity, far from peace. And I need you to lead me back. Lord, you see the fears I hide behind quiet smiles. You see the confusion beneath my routines. You see the exhaustion of trying to be strong when my soul feels fragile. You see the places where my hope has dimmed, not because I stopped believing, but because I became afraid. Father, lead me back to who I truly am. Not the version of myself shaped by worry, not the version shaped by expectations, not the version shaped by fear of disappointing others, but the version shaped by your hands, your truth, your purpose. Guide me back to the place where my spirit feels anchored. Guide me back to the path I once walked with confidence. Guide me back to a peace that is not shaken by circumstances. Guide me back to clarity where confusion once lived. Guide me back to the purpose you planted in me long before I lost sight of it. Lord, remind me that my lostness is not a sign of failure. It is a sign that I am ready for deeper guidance, deeper surrender, deeper trust. Heal the parts of me clouded with doubt. Lift the fog that surrounds my thoughts. Quiet the noise that keeps me from hearing your voice. When I question my worth, root me in your truth. When I fear the unknown, hold me steady in your presence. When I feel directionless, whisper the next step into my spirit. Restore my identity, the one shaped by fear, but the one formed by you. Restore my courage, not reckless, not pressured, but grounded and gentle. Restore my clarity, the kind that feels like light returning after a long night. Father, I place every wandering part of my heart into your hands. Lead it back. Lead me back, back to joy, back to peace, back to purpose, back to myself, back to you. As I finish this prayer, something inside me shifts. Not a sudden revelation, not an instant transformation, but a quiet hope, a soft courage, a gentle knowing that if I keep walking, if I keep listening, if I keep trusting, God will guide me step by step, breath by breath, back to the person I was meant to be. A lost heart is not a broken heart. It is simply a heart in transition, a heart being reshaped, a heart that is learning to find its way again. And maybe, just maybe, being lost is not the end, but the beginning of becoming someone deeper, truer, braver. Tonight, I choose to believe that God is leading me back, and with every small step forward, I am returning not to who I was, but to who I was always meant to be. Amen.